Hey guys, Marsegan here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so yeah, TOONRAMI is rejoicing out there. He finally got his wish. We got a new King VEGETA in Dokkan. It is for Saiyan Day, even though he's not the headliner. He is the side banner unit. So we are going to take a look at the man here and see what he can do. He's going to be an interesting support unit for Vegeta's team. He links pretty well with Vegeta, especially in base. He greatly raises attack and defense for one turn on his super and does supreme damage to the enemy. He is key 3, attack and defense 180, additional 90% when attacking. He changes physical orbs to AGL, and then he gets 18% damage reduction with 3 orbs, as well as an extra 18% damage reduction if it's 3 or more AGL orbs. He gives Pure Saiyan and Vegeta family allies attack and defense 30%, chance to perform a crit 18%, and then he gives an additional attack and defense 30% when performing a super if there's an ally whose name includes Vegeta attacking in the same turn. Now, I looked into this earlier. The image that Global posted is different to this. So I don't know if it's just the translation on the server is different and the unit is still doing the same thing. Because the image that Global posted with the information for King Vegeta says that he gets 3 key, an extra 90%, he gets an extra 90% attack and defense when performing a super. If there's a Vegeta on the rotation, and gives all allies an extra 3 key and 30% attack and defense, which seems like a weird thing for him to give support on super when he's probably going to be a slot 3 floating unit. So I'm not sure if that's an issue with the translation here. We'll obviously see when he's active in the game. He is a full level 10 links, of course. I haven't set his hidden potential, so it's just the basic server hidden potential where he has the standard like crit and additional mix. But we'll see how we go here. So he's got 200k defense start of turn. Every single link active except for Brainiacs. So if we go ahead and grab all of these orbs, we don't get anything on orb pickup, but we would have 36% damage reduction. Now bear in mind, of course, he's not like getting hit, so we're not going to see anything on this turn. He gets 90% when attacking. So he's getting another like, what, 180k, something like that. So he's going to be at about just under 400k. Then his super attack effect raises defense as well. So he's looking at sort of 400 to 450k after one super. And then, of course, if it does give him the extra 90% on super with a Vegeta on the rotation, like it says on the actual global tweet, then that means he'll be going up to around 600k. And because we got the orbs, he also has 36% damage reduction. So that is actually pretty good. Like, if he is getting that full buff in slot 3, then he will actually be looking pretty solid. We see him buff Vegeta's attack stat here. We did the showcase for Vegeta earlier. We were seeing sort of 5 to 6 million attack stats turn 1. But with these links from King Vegeta and the support, you can see how much this jumps up here. So, especially early on in a celebration where the enemy's not going to hit as hard. If we got a rotation like this, starting rotation we have here, I probably would just keep King Vegeta in slot 2 next to Vegeta, because he's giving him a ton of support. He's giving him all these links, allowing Vegeta to kind of go off here. And then King Vegeta, what are we at? 8.4. I mean, again, the big thing with this guy, you got to remember he's a support unit. So him getting up to 8.4 is pretty decent. I would say being a support unit, going by what he does in his kit, you're probably just going to want to build him full dodge and then the rest additional so that he can potentially get an additional super to get an extra defense raise. But ideally, especially against the bigger bosses, you're just going to want him to not get hit. Even with that extra bit of damage reduction, it's still going to be better off for him overall if he's just not taking those big attacks at all. And you know, like I always say with these kind of support units, you're not bringing him on the team to do damage. So even if he has like 0 crit in his hidden potential, he never gets any crits. Like, that's not why you're bringing him on the team, right? You're bringing him on the team to buff everybody else and to ideally not get killed. So having the dodge and then the potential to additional super and raise his defense again is ideally what you're going to be looking for, right? So, okay, so we're going to need to get through this second turn here. We can go ahead and we do need to get some stacks with Vegeta, so I'll just keep the LR Super Saiyans on this rotation, although I don't really need them to do anything, so I'm just going to get them to do this. Grab these for you, and then we change. Remember, we changed physical orbs to AGL with King Vegeta, so I'm going to leave all of these physical orbs here ready for him for the next turn. We didn't get a ton of orbs with these guys, so we're not going to get too much damage off here. And then Vegeta in base, especially with type disadvantage, isn't going to be going too crazy here. So I still really like this Vegeta, though. I think his animations are good. I said it in the solo showcase that we did for him. I think it's... I'm surprised seeing people say that his animations aren't good. They're not crazy Anniversary LR level, but I think they are nice. So let me know what you guys think down below. King Vegeta's one is actually pretty decent as well, to be fair, considering he's a banner unit. I think it's kind of funny that it's, like, on the ship. And so... it's like any of these Dokkan super attacks now where they actually have a specific environment, even if you're not in that environment. It's kind of funny. If you're doing an event, you're fighting like, you know, UI Goku in the Tournament of Power arena, and then all of a sudden King Vegeta's super attack is him running through the corridors of his spaceship. It's pretty funny. Yeah, Future Gohan going to go off here. Now, the thing about King Vegeta is obviously going to be his links, right? He's an extreme character, but he's not like a big bad boss's character. He's not a Super Saiyan, so he's missing out on some of those links. He'll be very interesting. We have talked about recently how Vegeta Family did need a lot of buffs, and he is a Vegeta Family support unit. Later on this year with the Heroes Celebration, we are going to get the EZA for the Xeno Super Saiyan Vegeta, and he is a Vegeta Family support unit as well. So this team getting the buffs that it needs and that we've been asking for. But of course, on top of that, he is also a Pure Saiyan support unit. So he's going to be very useful. Like, it's going to be interesting running units like Broly from the Anniversary on Vegeta's team, because obviously, do I want... Actually, he's healing in slot 1, so we can have you not go first. But yeah, he shares every link with Vegeta except Brainiacs, which is really good. So we'll do this. With the support from Bardock, his start of turn defense is 228k, which is not a lot. You'd never put him in slot 1, obviously. But yeah, Broly on his team, because Broly's another one of these, because he's an Extreme Saiyan, but not a big bad boss's character. Broly on Vegeta's team would be good. This King Vegeta there to give support. 9.2 with the support from Bardock is pretty nice. And then that gets this guy up to 12 million on his second turn, because this Vegeta infinitely stacking. So King Vegeta, I think he serves the major purpose that we want from these kind of like banner units, is that he is good on Vegeta's team and he is giving Vegeta a significant amount of buffs. And that is essentially what we are looking for in this kind of setup, right? So we can go ahead and do this, and then I guess we'll just do this. But yeah, King Vegeta, like, banner units have been very hit or miss throughout the year. Like, the Tournament of Power Androids banner unit was not particularly great. Gohan and Piccolo had the Vegeta and Nappa, who were interesting, but not like a huge asset to the team because they're not a support. This King Vegeta definitely feels like what we want to see from a support unit, right? Good for the team, is supporting the headliner from the banner very well. Links very well with him as well, which is good. It's, you know, annoying getting these support units like, you know, Kale had Frost. And they do have links because they're like Tournament of Power. But that's basically it, right? Like Tournament of Power, Warriors of Universe 6, I think, and then like Fierce Battle. Whereas this King Vegeta shares 6 links with this Vegeta. So at least pre-transformation. And then once Vegeta transforms, they're going to lose out on a couple of links, but then Vegeta's performance obviously goes through the roof. Getting that extra support from King Vegeta is going to make him go even more crazy. And then to top that all off, like we said, if the translation from the global post is correct, which we would assume that it is, post-super, we're looking at around 600k defense if there's a Vegeta on the rotation, with 36% damage reduction as long as you get the orbs. So he's going to be tanking all normals in the game. Of course, he's probably still going to die to the biggest boss super attacks, but then him being AGL is quite beneficial as well, because a lot of the new hard content on JP from the Anniversary, the bosses have STR phases towards the end, like Gogeta and Beast Gohan, so that's definitely very interesting. So what are you up to here? 753k. That's crazy. How well does he tank this Cell's super in slot 1, I wonder? Let's put the skip on and transform here. Now, once we transform, you'll see we're going to lose out on some links. So we go down to having 4 links. Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Pride prepared for battle. Still pretty good. Still 200k start of turn. We can grab these, and then that allows us to get our 3 AGL orbs that we want in order to get that damage reduction. And then we'll go ahead and grab these. So Vegeta, how much does he take from this, I wonder? Oh, he still takes double digits because, yeah, of course, he's a beast. So 12.6. He actually might kill Cell before I think he gets a chance to attack. Although we don't have a Goku on the rotation, so he's missing out on at least one of his additional supers. But of course he gets the additional from the passive. 16 mil. I mean, you know, a showcase for King Vegeta. We want to see King Vegeta's numbers, but at the same time, this is what King Vegeta is doing for Vegeta. Triple super. And the third one is 20 million attack. Like, him getting all these buffs on super, greatly raising, whilst also having a unit on rotation giving him 40% support. Like, look at how much those numbers jumped up. Like, that is actually ridiculous. I have a horrible feeling Bardock might get us killed here, but otherwise this has gone pretty well so far. I really didn't want all the int orbs, so we'll do that. We'll do that. And then we'll do this. But yeah, King Vegeta definitely seems very solid. Last year, my luck for Saiyan Day was crazy. I think I went about 1,000 stones on the banner, and I got God Goku to 90%, but I only pulled one copy of the Super Saiyan Vegeta. So ideally, we will get Vegeta with some dupes and pull King Vegeta from the banner, but of course that remains to be seen. And funnily enough, this Vegeta without the support didn't get all the crazy additional supers. He didn't get hit first, so he didn't get that extra guaranteed one. But now we should see STR Cell. He can still hit decently hard against some characters, but Vegeta should, yeah, tank for double digits. So obviously this is older content. It's not the kind of measuring stick for new units or anything, so we shouldn't be too surprised that he tanks all these attacks very, very well. But of course, Cell having super attacked already does mean he isn't going to jump Bardock at the end, because Bardock's going to take a bit of damage from the first attack, then he gets the guard and like the defensive buff, and at least it is post super. But Bardock probably going to take a bit of damage in the last slot here. It'd be interesting to see. We could put King Vegeta in slot 1 on the next turn, I guess, and just see what kind of damage he's taking. I mean, if he gets supered, it probably would still be a decent little bit, even with the damage reduction that he gets. But see, look at all those AGL orbs. Very good. Yeah, if I put you in slot 1, you're definitely killing, right? Because you're just going to go crazy. So we'll do this. It's only one attack in slot 1. Hopefully it's not a super, but we'll see how that goes. Do this, and then, so remember, start of turn defense, we're looking at around 200k without any extra support. He does get 90% on super, so he's going up to almost 400. He raises on super anyway, so he is going over 400. And then, as I say, the translation on here is different to what Global posted. That's going to be the key to how good he is. If what Global posted on their Twitter is correct, and that if with a Vegeta on rotation he gets an extra 90% on super, then he's going to be really good. If he doesn't get that, then like 400k defense with 36% damage reduction is just not good enough for the current meta, right? But look at that, Vegeta up to 20 million on the first super attack of the turn. Then we get the additional 22. Yeah, this Vegeta is crazy. I can't wait to get this guy and start messing around with him, trying him out on other teams and stuff like that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of King Vegeta down below in the comment section. Like I say, shout out to TOONRAMI. Our boy's been waiting for a new big ticket King Vegeta for a while. I was skeptical about him ever being like the main Saiyan Day unit, but him being a really good banner unit for Saiyan Day, I will absolutely take that. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section on King Vegeta. How do you rate him as a side banner unit? I do think he is very good. He fulfills the role that he should on the team pretty nicely. So yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts down below. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.